Yes.
Well, hi there, and welcome to Q&A Monday.
This is Jay's imitation of yours truly.
Hey,
You look good. You know what? You're literally like 5 years away from
I
it.
can't see anything.
Well, I mean, that's what you get for playing.
Welcome to Q&A
Hey, Sarah.
Monday, everyone.
Love Bugs, Moon, and
Thank you so
Tails.
much
I
for
love you.
joining us on
Judith.
this Monday.
I love you so much, Judith. Robin, back in the house twice. You're not back in. It's been a minute since we've seen you on so many lives. I hope this means that you are just bored right now and not sick again. Leave it in the comments. Oh, did you see?
Sorrow.
What? Oh, get it, baby. It's my boy.
He's the cutest.
Hey, Aaron, how are you?
Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to Q&A.
Hi, Aaron. Yeah, welcome to Q&A Monday.
Monday.
It's been quite a day. We still have landscapers outside. We had a big leak and stuff and things happening. Sorry. And we are really happy to be here with you guys.
Amber, what is this? Small hard poos every 2 to 4 days and still losing weight. Cricket is on the gut restore kit and Catcom. She is eating well on a lightly cooked turkey and pumpkin diet right now. Working her way through an elimination diet. Jack William.
Who is he chasing?
Madison Grace. But she is still not gaining weight. Yes, she has had every test possible by the vet. IBD is diagnosis.
Oh my goodness.
Sweet Cricket. Oh my God.
Oh my
Amber,
goodness.
It was
Okay.
so good to see you on the VIP Zoom.
Oh, this is our Amber.
Fully, actually meet you.
Yay!
So fun.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Love you so much.
So it can take time for our cats to start gaining weight. What we have to focus on, and I'm sure you're already doing the extra meal per day, high quality, things like that. So that's, obviously something that we want to do.
Already.
But it can take time. It will take time.
We were talking with Dr.
Redmond.
About this because we're doing the clinical trial for the IBD kit right now, and we're getting lots of great feedback. But she said, let's not get too excited. This is great to see this amount of progress over a 3-month period, but oftentimes we're looking at continuing these kinds of protocols and this kind of help for much, much longer.
Mr. Zayden is here.
Zayden. Oh my goodness, Zayden. Amber, you may not know Zayden. He was the handsome rock star of the giveaway on Saturday. You are just fantastic, Zayden. Our babies miss you too, by the way. And we watched the rest of the cartoon that we put on.
Jack keeps asking where you are, Zayden. So
Robin said, I'm feeling fine. I just happen to be home and available for Q&A. I love you so much.
Yay.
Okay.
Oh, Zayden said, I miss you. Just lost my baby
Susan.
of almost 17 years from kidney disease. I keep crying because it just happened Friday. I miss him so much. Can we all please raise
a glass to the beautiful life?
To the beautiful life.
You big little one.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Susan, I just want to give you a big hug. I feel like
we understand. We don't know, but we understand what it's the heart-wrenching feeling that it is that we go through the grief that we go through when we lose our family member, right? And we lose our best friend.
What was your baby's name?
My baby.
Susan, what was your baby's name?
So we're here with you. This cat community has been our lifesaver when we lost our seniors this year. I can't. It's just when you understand, it feels better. When you have people that understand, it just feels a little bit better. But you have to go through the grieving process. I'm so sorry. It happened so recently that you might still be in shock even.
Do you know we had, for all of you guys here that have kind of followed our journey, we lost both of our boys, one of them very suddenly, and some of our dear friends lost one of their cats very suddenly, found him in a similar way. It was literally, it took us back to that night for us.
Also a ginger.
It was so difficult. It was like just hearing of our friend's cat passing that way just immediately brought us back to. Zayden said my cat died an hour ago. Zayden.
What?
What is going on?
What do you mean? Zayden, no. You're Paco?
What happened?
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Zayden.
Okay, we're gonna need more information. That just
made
my whole
that just
heart
hurt.
drop.
So for all of us that are grieving the loss of our kitties, it is we are here for you.
Zayden, that's not funny.
It's not funny,
young man.
Not at all.
You
that
get
is
your
not
butt
at
over
all
here.
funny.
I'm gonna tell you how not funny that is.
I'm gonna tell your mom.
I'm gonna tell your mom.
Them are adult words.
Those are not.
So we're here with you. We understand. Everyone here in the comment thread understands as well.
Yeah.
But you have to let yourself go through the grieving process. You have to remember to breathe and go easy on yourself, because our cats are always, in life and death, they are always here to teach us lessons.
Yeah.
And we will learn, and we have learned so many along the process of death and life with our cats. So be grateful.
Speaking of life and the beautiful work that many fosters do, Jesus said, forgot to mention the beautiful blanket that Pam made for Mendora went with her to her forever home.
Oh, yay!
I love that so much. And Zayden, we forgive you.
Yes.
But you only get away with something like that once. Nini, is there a reason why my cat doesn't rub up on my legs or raise her tail at me, but does to other family members? Sometimes I feel sad that she might not like me as much.
Aww.
Nini, I don't blame you for feeling that way. I watch Annie. When I go upstairs, I'm like, hey, baby girl, blah, blah. She's like, sup. She has a little like strut to me. Jay walks in the room and it's like full feather tail coming up hot. I don't even know, but there's something about body language that's so powerful with our cats when we read it.
And just like with us as humans, I think that, it's not necessarily like, oh, you're a better human because Madison likes you more than she likes me.
Madison does like me more.
She does.
And everyone else likes you more.
Jack likes you more too.
That's true.
I mean, he's kind of equal, but no, he likes you more.
Every cat's an individual.
Every cat's an individual. And it's an energy thing, in my opinion. It's an energy thing. And we just gravitate more towards certain people than we do others. And that doesn't mean that I don't like, I don't like the people that I don't have that energy force with. It's just that I'm going to be a little bit closer to those that I do.
I have to say, Nini, also with cats, I feel like cats are really, they're just so pure in their expression. So, a lot of times we've heard the phrase like, my cat's revenge peeing, like they're being spiteful, or my cat's being an a-hole, or whatever it is. No, we're misinterpreting a very pure response or something that a cat is doing. So what are you laughing about?
I'm sorry. I saw Sissy posted, this is Facebook. And I was like, why? That's random. But we don't see the whatever. It's because Madison said, are you not on Facebook? And we're on Facebook.
Oh, we are on Facebook.
Sissy's like, this is Facebook.
But here's the other thing about cats, as far as like that whole like loving thing, I know for a fact, the more that I try to get a cat to love me, the more they're like, ooh, dude, you are freaking me out a little bit. It's the more that we let them come to us. And when I do like kind of with Annie, when I'm kind of like, hey, I'm going to back off a little bit, she brings me her mouses. She goes hunting for tampons. She loves to bring tampons out of the box and play fetch with them. So it just kind of explore your cat's personality a little bit.
Yay. Sandy Cat, a week on Smooth Bird from Smalls.
Oh,
for Sandy, who's 18, teeny tiny poops.
Our babies love Smooth Bird. One of my kitties does the gentle bite lick behavior.
Maybe we should bring these up.
What does that mean? Oh,
Hold on, sorry. We forgot to do this. Okay, here we are.
Hi. The gentle bite lick and behavior. What does that mean? I think that really is like while you're petting, because Annie does this. If you're petting her, she's like, oh my gosh, yes. She just gets into those like head rubs, and then she goes for the like bite, and then she licks you, but it's like, oh. So it's a little like overstimulation.
But it's not like piercing skin bite. It's like Yeah, overstimulation. So, what do they call it? Pet aggression? Petting aggression?
Petting aggression, I think, is what it's called. But especially with young babies, it's really just about they're a ball of energy and they are little hunters. You know, cats are predatory beasties, as Dr. Marcy says, and but they're also prey. So they have interesting personalities that we get to learn for their entire life.
Hugs to Susan. See, I mean, you guys are so beautiful, supporting each other. I'm in your shoes. Lulu passed away about a month ago. She was my soul cat, my support system. She passed away. She passed a day after.
Come back.
Everything's going so fast. After vomit, the vet diagnosed she had gastritis. I was on my business trip.
Oh,
had no opportunity to say goodbye.
Risa.
Oh, it is so hard, guys. If you guys haven't been with us for a long time or for this year, when Pooh Bear passed away, it was so sudden and way unexpected that it was like it's just like a huge shock, and there are no words, right? There's no words.
Yeah. I love you guys so much. That's another thing I want to say is what I love about this community is we're all learning from each other. We're all learning with each other. And then when the thing that connects all of us is how much we love these little babies. And that actually also means that at some point we're all going to go through this. And what is just incredible from the human experience to see is the support and the encouragement and the empathy here.
Yeah.
I just love you guys so much.
Joshua said, hello, is there a reason my cat shakes his head every time I rub his ears?
What do his ears look like?
Yeah, because so there's a couple things. I don't know for sure, right? Because so if there is something going on, like an ear mite type situation or thing, like if we're going to talk about health, we want to make sure that the ears are okay, right? So if it's like, but then some cats, like Zorro, is like a puppy cat, and he shakes his head when he wants it, but then he shakes his head, he shakes it off, right? Also, if the majority of our cats are like sleeping or like they had just finished grooming themselves and they're like resting peacefully, and then we come up and we can't resist and we touch them, then they'll look at us and then they have to groom over because they're like, you dirty effing human. I mean, in my mind, that's not what they're probably saying.
Never humanize your cat. They're way better than us.
Okay.
Miss you, Zayden. I love that you've got a YouTube, bud. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Maureen said a friend has lost 2 cats in the past few years, and she said cats her whole life. I'm so worried that I'm not doing all I can for my Maggie as a new cat mom. Keeping these fur babies alive, it feels so hard. You know what? Here's the reminder. I feel like we really had such a PTSD experience with Pooh Bear because everything was fine. He had his dinner. 20 minutes later, we found him. Here's the thing is that we can spend all of our time worrying. This is something that I remind myself of every day. Like, is everyone breathing? Right? Like, we can live in that perspective and that energy, or we can really kind of exercise what it is to have these beautiful beings in our life for whatever time we have them. Madison Grace, I'm talking about you right now too.
Come here.
So I think it's really important. It's a muscle I have to exercise because please try not to worry every day. It starts to impact every piece of your life when I started doing that with Pooh Bear, because it's like we try to do all the stuff and things. No.
You are crying.
Nope. We try to do all the stuff and things for our babies and for everyone in our lives, right? And then when something shocks us or we have a painful moment, we live just in that moment for so long. And then so live in the gratitude of every moment that we have. I think that's what Pooh Bear would
tell us all, right? Zayden, with his question, is there a reason why every time I pet my cat, she puts her butt up? So isn't that interesting? I love it, right? When you rub their butt, they like instantly put it up.
Do you know how if you meet somebody who's friendly, they put their hand out to you?
They shake your hand.
That's the way that humans
or hug you like we did with you.
For cats, their scent is the barometer of how much they're going to like or not like you. So scent is a big deal. When a cat puts her butt up in the air, they're saying, I like you. I trust you to share my scent with you. Yes. In a way. So that is why.
You know,
Don't take it personally.
I did a lot of research and writing. I just launched another cat centric page on anal gland issues today.
Speaking of butts.
Speaking of, and learning a lot about anal sacs that I did not know, and how
with cats.
Yeah, and how it literally
I'm not sure
is like
this is the platform for that conversation.
I mean, just okay.
But it's a thing.
Yeah, anal gland issues are a thing. And anal sacs are what?
Oh my God. I thought you said.
What did you think I said? What? She thought I said Zayden's here, so I'm not going to say that. Lisa, so it sounds like anal sacs, but it's country
as
version
in a sack of
anal
beans.
sacs. Like a saxophone.
Lisa, hello, love. Very good to see you. Moon Mojo, our beautiful feline, dedicated feline enthusiast, Laura Lee is here. Having an attitude of gratitude and keeping positive thoughts helps increase our vibrational frequency, which in turn keeps our cats happy and healthy. I love that.
It is so true.
Much. Hi, Jeff. Howdy. Once
Howdy.
a month, I take my dog to get his anal sacs drained.
Yeah.
You can just call them glands.
Dogs
and just
anal glands. No, actually, after learning a lot, they are like, you should not actually say anal glands. You should say anal sacs. That's why I said anal sacs, not sex.
Heather, hi. How can I help my cat not be so afraid of
Here we go.
people? GK Coops out the same thing. Thank you, GK. How can you shared the initials of a very great author, by the way. How can I help my cat not be so afraid of people that come to my house? Heather,
great question.
Because this is something that we want to work on, and it is literally going to be a surprise every time. Or we can, like when we have someone coming over to the house, we tell the babies, we're having company over, we're going to have friends over, we're going to do this, we're going to do all that. And when we have those friends over, we make our friends know that this is our cat's home too. It's not their home, their company. So we want to do positive reinforcement. Something that can help, and I forget who told us the tip, is keep some treats by the door. When someone comes to the door, I know your cats are all going to scatter like the wind. Make that treat when you open and close the door, shake that treat bag so they know that sound is positive. And so once they scatter, you can be like, no, now's the time. And then let your company give them, I'm so scared, you guys. There's work being done outside, and I'm concerned that's not going well. But once your cat starts associating that door opening and new voices with the sound of a treat bag, positive reinforcement, then let your company, new people, give your cat a treat. Let your cat know that this person acknowledges them in their environment, that they know that they're a visitor, all that kind of stuff. Cats are super intuitive. I just think that being able to acknowledge, especially having other people acknowledge, take the time, do the finger sniff, the little greeting for kitties.
It's also, in my opinion, it's also important if we often have people over, right? Like if you're like a super social person and you have like acquaintances over, or a lot of workers in your home, which we, in and out, sometimes we do. It is important to, he's not leaving. Yeah. What is that noise that's happening? Was that their car?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I thought that was our house.
I think we're okay.
Crisis averted. Okay, so I think it's also important for us to understand that sometimes our cats can read energy better than us. And sometimes it's like we've actually had an HVAC guy that came over, and all of our cats, even our most friendliest of cats, skedaddled and were freaking out.
By skedaddled, she means they hid in places we didn't even know they could hide in.
And they were freaking out. And the guy was nice. Like he wasn't whatever, but he was clearly not a cat person.
They all freaked out.
We had to ask that we do not have him come back.
Isn't that awful?
I know. And we're like, nothing against him. He was great. It's just that our cats didn't like him. Yeah. So,
I mean, don't...
Sometimes
Heather,
listen to
don't listen to everything we say. I mean, you can't just not have your in-laws over or something. Hey there.
Oh, no.
Like my cat doesn't like you.
Sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I know. You're actually, you're just not a cat person per se, but you have to come over because you're an in-law or something.
Right.
And so we'll let our cats hide. Maybe we even, if we know that they don't like them, maybe we even give them a special safe space.
Right.
For when certain people are over.
That they really don't. Hello, Karen Love. How are you?
Hi, Karen.
Does Oxy-Cat help keep my cat's teeth clean?
Absolutely.
It does help.
If you'd like to use it.
Yeah, I've been.
Feline Essential Catalyst is,
Explain what?
I'm sorry. Feline Essential Oxy-Cat Catalyst is what I've been talking about all night long. Feline Essential Oxy-Cat is an antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, alkaline-based remedy. It will work. Like for me, I had to go to the dentist last week and get my first dental cleaning in like years. And I was like, I'm just going to like swish with this every night and like try to, and just in case there's anything, let me kill it out. No cavities. And I was great. But same with our cats. We can put this on our toothbrush. We want to brush their teeth. You can also put them in their food and it will help, but it's not going to necessarily stop all dental disease because there's
got to be vigilant about dental issues with our kitties. So it's not like if you just put that in their food,
but
then we're good to go.
Absolutely helps.
But it is helpful. Yes.
Thank you, Sandy Cat, for 100 stars.
All the stars on Facebook go to Mission Meow, which is an incredible brainchild of Sally Williams that's really helping cat-centric, feline-centric rescues change the world. Misty Lynch is here. Hello. Aiden, is Oxy-Cat tasteless? You know, I have to tell you that Oxy-Cat to me, because I've been using it quite a bit, it tastes a little bit like hose water to me.
I think so too.
It's just like a mineral and Helix water, but it makes a big difference. But as far as putting it into a cat's food, totally tasteless.
Yes.
Totally.
When using Oxy-Cat for skin issues. Okay, we got some product related questions. When using Oxy-Cat for skin issues, how long does the solution have to stay on the skin before you let the cat groom? You know what? It's fine if they groom it, right?
Yep.
So it starts working immediately. For instance, Jack has this boo-boo on the side of his head. And he it was bad. And then we put the Oxy. We actually didn't even use the Meow. We started with the Meow Mist, but then we were like, okay, Oxy is easier because it's in a dropper. So we could put it directly on there and just let it be.
Let it soak it.
And then he would
immediately
lick it
runs off and does this.
And if he scratches it, then whatever. But now it's starting to heal up. So we have to kind of be vigilant, but it is perfectly safe for them to ingest. It's a food supplement too.
Yeah, but Shauna, I have to say that especially all of our products and so many that are out there. Maureen
with 99 stars for Mission Meow. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I think a lot of the focus on these products, whether it's Oxy-Cat using a topical or whatever it is, we want it to be non-traumatic. So that's why sometimes you have to play around with how you administer it or how you apply it. Like sometimes, for Jack, I'll soak a tissue with Oxy and like just hold it on there for a minute and pet him and see if that'll be, or sometimes like Jay said, we'll just use the dropper, but it's about making it non-traumatic. So it's no problem if they go and groom. It might mean that you want to add an extra application. That
Jessica just sent 800 stars for Mission Meow. Jessica, thank you so much. You guys, your stars are going to save lives, and that is such a beautiful thing. Thank you so much.
That is incredible. Wow, the one and only Susan Michaels. I got to the party late as per usual.
Hello,
we love you,
Susan.
beautiful.
We love you so much. Kelsey said, "Hi, ladies. I have a 3-month-old kitten who ate a piece of the corner of a Ziploc bag. What can I do?" Okay, so it really depends on how big that corner of a Ziploc bag is, right? So we were just discussing this on TikTok or Instagram. I can't remember, but cats eating plastic sometimes. Plastic, the majority of plastic is actually made with animal tallow, right?
Which is why it's so attractive.
Which is why our cats really, really like it. Some just lick it, some just smell it, some want to play with it, some eat it, right? Friday is one of our cats that likes to chew on it, right? And she'll get a little piece off, and if it comes off, she's going to swallow it. If it's small,
she will eat it.
Watch the poos and make sure it goes through. And then we have to be diligent about keeping these things away from our kitties if they're really, really into.
Kelsey, I would just say, especially with a 3-month-old, they're going to be super hungry all the time. They're going to be peeing and pooping all the time. Keep an eye on their energy. Make sure that they're not like all of a sudden just sleeping all the time. Blockages are what we're worried about when it comes to them eating inedible objects. So depending on when this was, make sure you've seen poops and pees, that they're eating fantastically. And there's a good chance that they probably just passed it. But
hi, Anna. So good to see you. Zayden said, I got into a car accident yesterday. Well, how big was the car?
Were you driving? You're 7.
Was it a
is your
remote
okay?
control?
Plastic, Sandra said plastic is made with what? It's made with animal tallow. So it's basically like
it's not
like
made from
product.
animal tallow, but it's made with. So it's like
the slip agents and a lot of plastics is made out of like animal fats, kind of. And cats find it.
And you can, they have 200 million scent sensors in their nose. They can smell things that we would never, ever be able to smell. And so you think about plastic being made as a slip agent, right? It's a cheap way to create that. And it's just, a good ingredient for that, I guess. But basically animal fat, animal tallow, and that our cats can smell, and some cats can smell even stronger and get really, what is his face doing?
He and Madison just went on the couch.
Oh, he's like,
I want to grab him and show you his boo-boo. He is being such a little character right now.
He is. He is always a character. He is.
Madison for 530
stars for Mission Meow. Thank you, Madison.
We get so excited when we get to send a check to Mission Meow. We're one of their business partners, so we are involved all the time. Your stars are above and beyond, so it makes it so exciting because the work that they do is just, it will melt your face off and make you just full of joy. I love what they do.
Now here's a great question by Patricia.
Hey, Patricia.
What is the best cat litter to use?
That your cat will use.
Right. So
that's not going to kill them. That's healthy for them.
Yes. So number one, you want to obviously use a cat litter that your cat will use, but also one that is safe for them, right? So there are many options. There's a ton of options out there. Clay-based litters we do not like at all.
Can I be honest real quick? Because of the peeing issue that we had, we went out and got a clay-based litter that we do actually recommend for people that are having this issue. Dr. Elsie's Cat Attract. I forgot how hard it was to scoop litter. I literally have to do this when I'm scooping because the dust it's unbelievable. So what are you looking at? So try to stay away from clay. Always stay away from scented litters. We love catalyst litter, the wood litter. We are trying Smart Cat, which is a grass litter. There are pine pellets out there. It really depends on finding something that your cat likes. And when it comes to litters, we don't want to switch it up too drastically either. We want to cause fur loss.
Transition litter. Clay litter can cause a lot of different issues. And sensitivities to the skin is one of them. Also the urethra. But the thing is that sodium bentonite that they use in there expands 15 times the size in your cat's GI tract, right? So they will be ingesting whatever litter you're using. They're going to be ingesting a certain amount of it. And we need to make sure that whatever they ingest is safe. Harmon said, do the 2 crazy cat ladies like Jackson Galaxy? Hey, yes. In fact, we have been working with Jackson Galaxy since 2018. And we have 2 co-branded products together.
Yes. And love the work that he does. I really feel like,
and we learned so much from him.
Yeah. The cat community is growing so much and there's so many more resources. Jackson Galaxy is really one of the pioneers, especially with feline behavior. Go down the rabbit hole. I feel like anytime that we have an issue, that we don't know something, Jackson has something to really be helpful.
Okay.
Cheryl.
You guys are coming in at the very last minute.
I know, we've got like 2 minutes left. I have a 16-year-old cat. I adopted him 2 years ago. He's very sweet and loves affection, but every night he goes after me and wants to bite me. Just me, not my husband. I try to play with him every night, but he only plays for a few minutes. Not sure if he thinks I'm a litter mate. Cheryl, this is fascinating.
This is fascinating.
The biting thing, it's obvious that it sounds like it's a very playful bite dynamic going on. What I would suggest, honestly, with this little one is getting deburred. We have probably 15,000 cat toys in our house. I'm exaggerating a little bit. The number one toy for cats, especially when it comes to engagement for us, for all of our cats, and every cat is an individual, but this is a winner out of the gate for all of them, is Da Bird by Go Cat Go. It's the low profile stick, low profile string with real wild bird feathers. And you can literally wear your babies out. It's hard, but if you've got a little one that you're getting those playful bites, they're only engaging with you, I think that you're probably reacting in some way because cats love engagement. Maybe the little one tried it with your husband, and he was like, "No, I'm sleeping." I don't know, but I really think, especially at night, if you've got one that's keeping you up or biting you or whatever, try a play session, 15, 20 minutes with Dabird, DABIRD. We got ours on Amazon. Yes, Shauna, name of the bird. D is in dog, A is in apple.
It's Dabird. It's like the bird, but Dabird.
Right, and it's Go Cat Go on Amazon is the brand.
I see some questions about Sustainably Yours, and I see questions about tofu litter here. Guys, so for us personally, when it comes to litter, again, as we said, you know that your cat's going to ingest some of it, so we want to be sure that it's safe. When it comes to corn, wheat, or soy, also in our litter, we stay away from it. Now, we stay away from it unless it's organically grown and glyphosate free and no pesticides, no herbicides, we don't want our cats to ingest that. So so we don't use it specifically for the aflatoxins, the mycotoxins, and the pesticides, glyphosate, and the herbicides in the litters. So that's why we stay away from it. But if we had to go okay, the only choices I have are this corn or clay, I would go for corn. But if you're going to go the next level, I still stay.
Lisa, love you so much. Zayden with the last question of the night. How long can cats go without pooing? You know what? Here's the thing. We have a friend that poops every 15 days. Not a joke.
For real.
For real. With our cats, however, it's normal for a cat to poop once every 24 hours. When we start feeding them with our babies that we feed a fully balanced raw diet, we have smaller poops that are less frequent. So it's normal for our cats to go about a day or two. Sometimes we're pushing the 3-day mark before I see a poop out of every one of them. So, and
that is because they're eating a species appropriate diet. And when they're eating food, when our cats are eating food that are biologically available to their body, right? You think about, they call it a waste, the waste that comes out using. Because it's what the body isn't using or is processing through. Right. Of course we have to poop, right? But when you are feeding your cat a species appropriate diet, when you're feeding your cat a species appropriate diet, they're able to utilize more of the food, and there's less of those like kibble. You're going to get carbs, starches, all this stuff. And the body is like, I don't know even how to process. I don't even have the enzymes to process that. So you're going to get the stinky big poops, right? Yeah. But when you're feeding them a good species appropriate diet, we get small poops. We get not smelly poops. We don't have diarrhea. We don't have any of that. Just simply
the
because
cliche of what goes in must come out is not necessarily true. Like, your body needs fuel, so we want to give it that optimized food. For cats, they're obligate carnivores, so we give them good quality, and you're going to get less poops.
Yep. So poops are going to wrap up this Q&A Monday. We're going to go check out the holes in our yard and we love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining us for Q&A Monday. We will not be back next Monday because we will be on a vacation, actually.
Starting on Monday.
Yeah, we're
going to be at the Thriving Pet Expo on Saturday
and Sunday. If you guys are in Newport, I don't know if they have tickets.
There were only 10 tickets left last week.
It's pretty much sold out, but you could check and see if they have any last minute.
If you're in Southern California, Newport Beach area,
Saturday and Sunday, we are going to be there with our bells on, having so much fun and learning the most amazing things about how to care for our pets naturally. The Thriving Pet Expo, thrivingpetexpo.com. You can go to if you want to try to get tickets.
Thank you, Lisa.
I don't know. They might be completely sold out, but I know they were
Erin,
really close.
we will say hi to everyone. Promise.
Yes, we will. And you have to say hi to everyone.
I'm going to wear my Bush Cat shirt. Yes, I am.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
On stage. There you go. All right. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Happy Monday, guys.
Happy Monday.
Good night.
See you soon.